Hey YouTube fragrance family, welcome to another Robes 08 fragrance review. Today I'm going to be reviewing from the house of Aquolina and their hazelnut gourmandish chocolatey fragrance called Chocolovers. Now first and foremost, do not judge it by appearance, because this appearance kind of looks like something that you'd find maybe as a knockoff or at a dollar store or something like that. What counts is what's inside of this this bottle. I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth a sniff to your nose. Chocolovers is a decent fragrance, and I can't wait to review it. So let's start reviewing Chocolovers. Chocolovers hit the shelves in 2006, however was quickly discontinued in 2008. Bottle sizes are the 1 ounce and 1.7 ounce bottles. The concentration is eau de toilette. Pricing is a factor when thinking of purchasing Chocolovers. For me, it was quite an easy and actually one of my best finds online. I purchased my bottle for under $20. I believe I paid 15 bucks for this stuff back in 2009. Now, at the time of release of this video, I just scoured on eBay just to see how much it was going to cost for a bottle of Chocolovers. You're looking around $50 to $75 on eBay to get a bottle of this, and it is starting to get harder to find, so the price is just going to keep going up. Now let's take a look at the worst part of this review for Chocolovers, and that's its presentation, bottle in the box. So let's take a look at the box, and as you can see, it's the tube. It's got the I got the 1.7 ounce, so the 50 ml for Chocolovers. You see eau de toilette natural spray, and then the pepper here, Aquolina, the brand. You got some information at the bottom of the tube. On the top you got a heart. If I pop the top here, the top itself is just plastic cap with a heart on top. Then the inside's kind of lined with this paper so the bottle doesn't play around too much. Now the bottle itself full of hearts. One of them says Chocolovers right up top here. Aquolina is at the bottom right here, as you can see. You got a sticker at the bottom here, not the sexiest sticker, but we'll see. And then there's a heart on the top of the cap. Cap itself plastic, as you can see, flimsy plastic. And then you got some bright red atomizer here. Let's do a spray here. Pretty decent cloud. I actually like this one. Good atomizer too. Chocolovers was the second release of the brand after the huge success of Pink Sugar. The brand of Aquolina stuck with its original idea of going gourmand with their fragrances, and they haven't stopped since then. They are known for the sugary, sweet kind of fragrances. Even in the men's section, if you haven't seen my review on Blue Sugar, I did a full-fledged review on Blue Sugar. Really a decent fragrance, especially for the price I got it. I think I got Blue Sugar for like 10 bucks, Chocolovers for 15. So really at that time, those two really surprised me. Now the theme of Chocolovers is a little more different than the Blue Sugar and the Pink Sugar of the Aquolina world. I really think this is one of their standout releases. They went with a hazelnut theme here, and I really think Aquolina did a great job with that theme. Let's get into sniffing this. Now let's take a look at the notes of Chocolovers. As you can see, the top has orange and hazelnut. In the mid we got coriander, bergamot, and lemon. And in the base we got musk, vanilla, and lily of the valley. The major notes to this nose right here: hazelnut based fragrance with a splash of orange, some vanilla, and coriander. Group Oriental vanilla based set. How many sprays and where? 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, bam, bam, and then 2 on the arms. Here and here, you're good to go. Let's sniff out Chocolovers. Time to put this beautiful juice on my skin. I'll do 1 spray and let you guys know from top to bottom. So let's sniff it out again. Right after the first, just sniffing it, not even off my hand here, just that cloud is hitting me, and you can feel the powdery chocolate form of this fragrance. It almost kind of smells from afar right now. It has that little bit of citrus. I can smell it. However, it's very much chocolate powder. Think hot chocolate powder thing, something like that. So now off the top, Off the top of Chocolovers, you are met with a few citruses. You're going to have some lemon in here, but most prominently the orange. This is very much short-lived in this fragrance. The lemon burns off quite quickly, and the orange kind of hangs on for dear life, while the mid and base notes quickly engulf your nose. And I'm telling you, quickly is, I could smell it already, that the citruses are starting to die down, and those base notes and the mid notes are really engulfing your nose. Of course, the hazelnut. It's a beautiful blend right off the bat. I love the citrus. It almost, you know, I don't want to compare it to that chocolate orange that you smash, but it really does kind of feel like that. It starts showing a powdery chocolate hazelnut theme backing the orange. Some may say it's chocolate orange or the fragrance game. I'm kind of on that bandwagon. I feel like it has that feeling. This introduction is very pleasing. I was actually quite surprised at the transition of this fragrance and the quality of the theme of this scent. When I smelt this one right here, Blue Sugar, I wasn't, you know, even though I was impressed with Blue Sugar because I wasn't really expecting much from this brand, especially for the price that I was getting it, things like that, and what I kind of heard from the brand, I really didn't have that high of expectations for this stuff, and it really surprised me as far as the quality of the scent. And I love the transition of this scent. I love the introduction right down to the dry down of the scent. So I was really surprised on what it actually gave me on my skin. I was actually half expecting a sugary, chocolatey mess, to be quite honest. However, this is, in my opinion, the best release from the brand in terms of quality. Again, I've smelt 3 or 4 of the brand, to be quite honest with you guys. I own 2, as you can see, Blue Sugar and Chocolovers. This is my favorite from the 2. I really think that they really hit the theme of this one. Now the chocolate here has that dry, powdery aspect. Think Chocolate Greedy from Motel. I wish I had the bottles over here somewhere. I wish I should have showed you guys. Some compare this to Nutella with the obvious reference of, obviously, the hazelnut in this fragrance. I believe the sweetness, which isn't very prominent, comes from the vanilla in the scent, not the chocolate. If I could describe it, it would be almost like a milk chocolate dry powdered form with hazelnut and a splash of orange off the top. So that's really what the introduction kind of gave to me, a powdered chocolate feel. There's a little bit of that marshmallowy kind of vanilla, which is going to turn into more of a burnt vanilla accord. And the orange really stays there. It really sticks instead of the lemon. The lemon kind of dies off quite a bit. Chocolovers is a warming scent. It really has that gourmand comfort to feel to it, and that's what I look for in a gourmandish fragrance. I don't want it to be too synthetic. I really want it to be comfortable, easy to wear, something that will be almost warming, something that I feel like almost like wearing a hoodie and staying in at home. The vanilla off the top almost comes off as a marshmallow vanilla. Think powdered hot chocolate with little marshmallows with a little bit of dab of orange on top. If you're looking to buy Chocolovers because of the name and want a straight up chocolate scent, you may come pleasantly surprised even though you're not getting a full-on chocolate scent. It's not as sweet as you'd think, the chocolate not as deep as you'd think. The hazelnut and vanilla and even the orange have a large part in this introduction of the scent. So if you're looking for straight up chocolate, you want a dark chocolate scent, you want lots of cocoa, this is probably not your best bet. I highly compare this to Montel's Chocolate Greedy. In the dry down of Chocolovers, you're going to lose that orange. However, the rest of the scent does not change that much. The mid hits more of a vanilla sweetness mixed with the hazelnut. You can tell that the vanilla will be taking over the scent in the later parts of the dry down. Coriander is sprinkled throughout this scent. Gives the scent more of a dry, spicy quality to the fragrance. Funny enough, coriander has, as a note, has an orange quality to it, which plays a part in Chocolovers. So it kind of keeps that orange theme alive in Chocolovers. Chocolovers, deep in the dry down, has that familiar Aquolina burnt sugar accord. However, it is fairly mild in this fragrance. So as you guys know, in Blue Sugar, it has that burnt sugar feel to it. Some people love it, some people hate it. They find it too juvenile, things like that. Pink Sugar has that kind of same burnt sugar feel. This one still has it in the late stages of the fragrance, but overall it's tame. Overall, a pleasant surprise to my nose, a decent offering from the house, and personally, my favorite from them. Now my final take on Chocolovers. Chocolovers as a scent, it is what it is, guys. It's a novelty scent, for me at least, not to be taken too seriously. I'm happy I got a bottle when it first received its discontinuation on the market, which always is the best time to buy, so that the websites and stores kind of remove all that old stock. So if you hear about a discontinuation, you're going to see the prices kind of getting rolled back. That's when to buy. It really is a great scent. I felt when testing this around Christmas time, it just has that comfort feel to it. And the hazelnut really works well when you're, wearing a sweater, kind of hanging out at home, watching movies, things like that. It warms you up. It has that comfort feel to it. So Christmas time was good. Not because of the hearts, but around Valentine's Day, this is always a good scent to have. If you love this scent and you find a bottle of this, I suggest to stock up, since pricing is going to go up on this sucker, and it's going to get out of control in approximately 2 to 3 years from this review. I stake my reputation on it. This one is a scent that is going to sell out quickly. Now, why would you hate it and why would you love it? Let's go on the hate side. Obviously, if you don't like gourmand-based fragrances, you've seen this review, you're probably going to pass. It is a little too playful for some people. Some people want their fragrances to not smell like food. You can't be taken too seriously with this kind of scent. That might be why you don't like sweetness in your fragrances. Stay away from this. Vanilla haters, there is quite a bit of vanilla in here, so kind of stay away. Now, why would you love it? Well, gourmand lovers on the other side of the coin. If you like your gourmand fragrances, this one's really good. If you really like vanilla, it has a good vanilla note in here. You're looking for something playful, something warming, something gourmandish. This is something, a scent like this is going to be hard to find in the designer game. Something that's readily available at your, all your Sears and your Sephoras and things like that. This is not that kind of scent that's going to be available everywhere. So this is maybe something that you'll go out and get online. Especially if you're watching my review, you may be looking for something like this. So this is why you would be looking for it. Recommended age, anybody can wear this. It's a gourmand fragrance, unisex, men, women. I'm sure there's going to be tons of women watching this video instead of men, because this is, a lot of women actually love wearing this fragrance. Teens and up as far as age range. I don't see an age limit at all about this fragrance. It's just a fun, playful fragrance. Reminds people of what kind of fragrances. Well, there's 2 fragrances that I have in my collection that smell like this. The first one is Chocolate Greedy from Maltal. Now, Chocolate Greedy, expensive, right? You're going to spend at least $100 to get Chocolate Greedy unless you're online at a discounter. Then there's Amour de Cacao, which is from Comptoir Sud Pacifique. Another hard to kind of find fragrance. In Comptoir Sud Pacifique, you can go from $50 to up to $100. And it's, I think, actually harder to find than this, guys. So those are the 2 fragrances. They both have that like powdery chocolate-like feel to both of them. Awards on my channel. Has this hit any of my awards on my channel? No, not as of yet. Best time to wear this fragrance. I loved wearing it at night. Valentine's Day, of course. I said around Christmas time. I'm staying in with a loved one. It just has that comfort feel, and that's why I'm wearing a hoodie today on this review, just because that's how I feel when wearing this fragrance. I just feel like staying in and being close to someone you love. This is the kind of fragrance that you would wear. Seasons, I love wearing this in the fall, obviously. Winter, spring nights, works very, very good. Now, is it for you? Now let's take a look at development. Is it linear, average, or complex? Chocolovers to me is fairly linear. After that initial introduction kind of burns off, the lemon kind of burns off. It stays pretty linear until the end with that burnt vanilla musky ending. So I gotta go with fairly linear scent. Now, is Chocolovers work appropriate? I would caution to say no. I really don't take myself seriously when I'm wearing this fragrance. It's more one of those casual stay-at-home kind of fragrances for me, going to the mall, kind of that kind of scent. School, maybe, yeah. But work, no. I would wear something a little more appropriate for work. This is a little too playful for me. Is the price justified? Currently, at the time of shooting right now, I say yes. Even though I got it for 15 bucks, and you're gonna go on eBay and it might be around 50 to 75 right now. It is starting to get high for what you're gonna get in this. I would pin it against Amor de Cacao and Chocolate Greedy, which are both a little more expensive than that. So honestly, I think it is worth the money currently. Persons it's for, is it for a collector and everyday person? To be quite honest, this is probably going to go into the category of collector. You're going to have to seek Chocolovers out. You're not going to find this at your Sears or your Shoppers Drug Marts or your run-of-the-mill stores. You're going to have to go online. You're going to have to do your research. You're going to have to go and search this thing out. You're not going to get it for 15 bucks anymore unless you go to like some store and it's been collecting dust for 8 years and they're willing to sell it for really cheap. But the odds of finding it for so cheap are fairly minimal. So this is more of a collector. It's getting too hard to find at the moment. So for those collectors out there, someone that's really looking for this type of scent, then it's worth checking out. Signature scent worthy? In my opinion, not really. These are the kind of scents that are in my arsenal just for fun. There is these kind of scents that just... New Harlem comes to mind from Bond Number 9. Chocolate Greedy is in the same genre as this. Those are kind of playful and they have their place in your arsenal as a fragrance head. However, these aren't things that you're going to be wearing on the daily, every day. 10 sprays of this stuff every day, it's kind of going to get a little too much. This is one of those that, I feel like having that hazelnut blast. What am I going to wear today? Well, I'm going to wear this, but I'm not going to wear it every day. I'm going to wear it maybe 3 months later after I've worn it. So this is just something to throw on, not think about it. It's one of those playful scents, not signature scents. Now it's time for the rating system. Let's go projection and longevity. Projection is high on this one. I'm going to give it 8 bottles out of 10. Actually pretty solid for the projection. Longevity, again, another 8. Very, very solid. It hits my V 7 to 9 hours. It hits it every single time, 7 to 9. Very good longevity and projection. Let's go to compliment factor. Compliment factor with this guy, above average. And that's for a male user. I'm going to give it 9 bottles out of 10. It works great on women. It does. But for me, it works so well for the compliment factor. Every time I wear it, it just does so well as far as compliments goes. So really good one at 9. Uniqueness. I'm going to give it a little lower, even though it's very unique as far as what's on the market right now. You're probably not going to find this in your run-of-the-mill stores. I'm going to give it 6 bottles out of 10 just because as far as the whole fragrance goes, the composition, there is stuff that does this still, right? I named Montal's Chocolate Greedy, Amor de Cacao. So there is other fragrances that can give you this theme. So once this thing is, discontinued for a good 20 years, we're going to kind of forget about it. There's going to be other fragrances that can do this kind of scent for us. Pricing versus what you get in the bottle. As far as that, it's still solid, guys, so I'm going to give it an 8 bottles out of 10 just because, you can't get it for 15 bucks. If you could have got it for 15 bucks, this would be a straight up 10. However, now it's up to like 50 bucks, so now you're getting into, high-end designer. I still think it's worth the price, and it's going to get an 8. Versatility, it's going to take a hit. 6 bottles out of 10. I really see this as just something that you just throw on once in a while, so 6 bottles out of 10. Smell, solid. I'm going to give it a 7 bottles out of 10. Overall, Chocolovers is going to get 8 bottles out of 10, which is still a great score for a fragrance. I really think this is the best of what Aquolina can offer us. Unfortunately, they discontinued it. I don't know why, but they did. I still think this is great juice to seek out. I'm going to give it 8 bottles out of 10. And that goes to buy, try, or pass. Unfortunately, putting everything together, the discontinuation, how easy it is to get. It's very hard to, you're going to have to seek it out. You're not going to be able to get samples of this. So that plays a huge part into buy, try, or pass. I'm going to go into the try category, not because of just because the fragrance itself is very solid. Unfortunately, it's very hard to find. Is it worth seeking out? It depends on you, on the user, who would blind buy this stuff. So I would go personally, for me, this is a try. If this sounds like something that you'd like to have, give it a try. I really think Chocolovers is one of the better scents from Aquolina. So guys, please comment below if you have smelt Chocolovers. I'd like to hear how many people have in this fragrance community. You don't hear much about it, to be quite honest, more on the women's channels. I'd really like to hear your comments below. Again, always comment about my rating system and how you feel about Chocolovers. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.